Hey everyone. It's been a long time since I posted to my channel on YouTube, and today I'm gonna do a testimonial review of a book that a friend of mine wrote called Permission to Feel. It's available on her website, which I will put the link down below, as well as on Amazon. You can get the Kindle version or you can get the hard book. Here, I'm going to show the book, but just so you know, I'm using my cell phone and I don't see where I'm able to flip the image. So it's going to show backwards. But this is the front cover. And I'm going to read the poem. I'm actually going to read the poem first out of Permission to Feel, called Permission to Feel. And then I'm going to read one other one called Silver Lining, because they're both just so amazing. And I wanted to share at least two poems from the book. So the first one, Permission to Feel. Allow yourself permission to feel whatever is needed to come up. Let your heart begin to heal. Nurture those wounded parts with love. Do not question or condemn it, for it has already been much suppressed. Let your inner child know for once in this moment you will no longer regress. Bring clarity to your voice. Adjust the tone in your ears. Expand your arms wide open so you can release all of your fears. Listen for the unspoken. Hear what is not being said. Attune deep within your soul. Be still and be led. By your inner knowing and truth, by the guidance of your light, give yourself the permission to surrender to your inner fight. Breathe in freedom from the air. Dance merrily about. Exhale any restrictive energies that may be causing you self-doubt. Permission to be as you are without any external validation is the only permission you need to find your beautiful salvation. I love that because I've gone through a lot of the same things as far as, the surrendering to your inner fight. That's huge for me because I have had an inner fight within myself and the things that have caused me self-doubt as well. And to be able to find our own beautiful salvation is like the most wonderful thing, and not suppressing or going into regression to our emotions and our inner child speaking to us. The next poem is Silver Lining. It is often so hard to see what the ultimate purpose may be. When we are deep in our pain, it's hard to see the silver lining in the rain. The clouds mask our view, not knowing how we will get through, how this moment will pass, or how long these feelings will last. It can feel like we are alone, no one around for us to hold, needing to release a deep cry, questioning aloud, how come and why? This process can be so deep, often bringing us to our knees, and learn to truly let go so we can experience greater self-growth. It is often so hard to see what the ultimate purpose may be, but when we allow the storm to pass, that is when the silver lining will cast. I also want to share I love reading the table of contents. I'm one of those weird people. And I'm not going to read under every heading the name of each poem, but I wanted to read to you the main headings, the sections that are in this book, because it will touch everybody no matter where they're at. And whether you're a mother or but a wife, or just going through life, anything, it touches so many different areas. Forgiveness and love, pain and purpose, resistance and acceptance, lack and abundance, life and loss, being and doing, differences and oneness, truth and beliefs, parent and child, vulnerability and empowerment, trust and patience, silence and reflection, and finally, trials and transformation. This is written from her own experience as she was waking up and also going through the trials with her daughter and medical stuff that she was going through with her daughter. It is very inspirational. For me, I call it a river of life because sometimes when we're going through growth in whatever way, and we feel maybe isolated or alone because not everybody has communities where they're able to connect with other people going through the same thing, whether that be physically or even just online, whether that be through Facebook or any other types of forums or blogs. I mean, there's a lot of information out there. Sometimes we can drown ourselves in too much information. And being able to have something to tap into from another's experience is just amazing. And it's like a breath of fresh air that, hey, I'm not the only one going through this. I'm not the only one who is feeling this way or going through these things. So coming from a human design perspective, I met Sandra through human design. We both happen to be what is called 3-5 profiles and manifesting generators. And she has a defined emotional center, which is the solar plexus in the 9-centered chart that human design uses. And it's so beautiful and wonderful because she has that defined in her, whereas I have that undefined. The depth of how she's able to create and share and express in a way that sometimes I have a hard time expressing and sharing. And that is something that I'm working on, the vulnerability there. Generally I want to push out feelings and not have to deal with emotions and stuff, and being able to tap into that so that as an undefined emotional person, I can still have maturity in knowing that I have a choice of either reacting to emotions in my environment or responding to them, knowing that they're passing through. And looking at the 3-5 profile, it can be really challenging at times. We go through, as third lines, we go through consciously a lot of trial and error. We go through a lot of experiences in life that we can later then share. That's the 5th line part in our message, however that comes out. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be on a really small scale. It doesn't matter. It could be just with your children, with your family, your friends. It could be in a much bigger arena, writing a book, being a speaker, motivational speaker or whatever. So being able to hear the different experiences that she has gone through and how she has changed in her life and how she deals with those or has walked through them has been a real blessing. We both have different experiences that we've gone through in life and are now, in that place of where we're sharing them in different ways, but yes, we are sharing them. And it's very encouraging, and I really, really appreciate the chance to get to share this with others and about her book, because it is such a breath of fresh air. I mean, it's really like a river of life. I mean, it's like, are you thirsty? Come take a drink out of the well, and fill yourself and become inspired again, and know that these hard times or different cycles that you're going through, they do pass. I mean, a cycle never continues for the rest of your life. They do have beginnings and middles and endings. Some seem to take many years. I mean, some take 40 years, some take 50 years, some take 60 years. It just really depends on the smaller cycles within those and how we work with those. So I think I'm going to leave it at that. And I hope that you enjoyed this little review and have a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye.